gentlemen, welcome to Dropcast, the podcast. I'm your host, the Groove Master. This is your new go-to for everything in music and entertainment. We are covering the hottest news, of course, newest drops, covering concerts, and we'll be talking, of course, spotlighting the culture that keeps us vibing. It's all about the vibe, guys. So this is what we are all about. Of course, this is our very first episode. Thank you so much for being here. We'll be dropping new episodes every week on YouTube, mostly TikTok, and of course other major social media platforms. So to give you the news that we are here for, let's kick off with some, of course, very hot news. We've been told that B-Flow has been elected as president of the Zambia Association of Musicians. This is a very big move for the local scene. B-Flow, of course, has been very vocal in the music industry, and we're hoping that it could bring up some of those ideas to the and bring the association live. People have complained that despite being elected, most have not made any changes. So we are really hoping that this will be a change that the association has been waiting for. In the meanwhile, MK Mark II is announced his plan, of course, to run for member of parliament in the next year's elections. Huge, but there's still a question, of course. Does that mean that the man is finally retiring? Because he announced he's retiring, I don't know, was it 2 or 3 years ago? From then we've still seen him drop music every time. So maybe this is it. Finally he's retiring and becoming a government person. We are obviously looking, maybe let's watch the space and see how this goes. One of the major headlines, of course, for those that have not heard, Fally Ipupa is coming to Zambia next month. This is April, so in May Fally Ipupa will be in Zambia. He's going to hold it on the 23rd. He'll be holding the VIP concert, and then the music fest will be on the 24th in Polo Grounds. The show is going to be legendary. We are all looking forward to that one. I'll be there. We should be there, I should say. You comment. I'm already hyped out about it, so I'll be starting just this week. I'll be looking around for tickets and everything. So that one will be very huge. Of course, if you try to compare, if we try to rewind back to last year, Stanbic Music Festival, it was pure flames, man. We had Omarion. Omarion brought the heat alongside our very own Zambian Yomaps. That energy was unforgettable. Like their song Superman. So we're hoping the same energy and more at the Fally Ipupa concert. It does look like this year there'll be a lot of international artists coming in and a lot of shows. That's a vibe that we are, that myself I'm into, and I'm really looking forward to enjoying each and every show. I'll be in most of them, if not all of them. So let's look forward to all those. Of course, we should not forget other happenings. Like I said, there are a lot of concerts that have been organized. We know that Scos Mapuma, obviously, hopefully that's how we pronounce his name, Mapuma. I'm reading it in a Zambian way. I don't know how it's a Zulu way it could be pronounced, but it will be live in Osaka. This is happening this month. If you haven't looked this particular one in your plans, please do this month. So it's like every month something big is happening. So look out for Scott Mukuma's live in Osaka. I think it will be, not so sure the venue, but should I get more information, because we're dropping these episodes obviously every week, so I get that information, I'll share with you guys here on this particular platform. What though I'll be interested in, we want you to be involved in this conversation, this particular, and this is how we plan to run our podcast on this particular platform. So do you have a story, do you have an event, or maybe an artist that you want us to talk about? Hit us up in the comments or our DMs. We'll feature of course your stories and your recommendations in the of course upcoming episodes. of course, not running away from the fact that we do appreciate international artists coming, but with all these international artists that are pulling up in Zambia, and it does look like this year, of course, there'll be so many of them. The question still remains: are local artists, are they getting the love they deserve? If you recall from last year, Chef 187 had to drop out of the Stanbic Music, out of the show, because apparently it was rumored that he was being paid less than the headlining artist who was an international artist by then. So I think let's talk about fair treatment. Of course, we understand an international artist would come in with a lot of demands, but I think let's look at better balancing moving forward. It might not be the same amount, but let's balance it better, not where there's a huge gap and everything. So this is just a call to the organizers. I think let's look, we appreciate what our local artists have put in so far. They've been giving us bangers, they've been giving us shows, albums and everything. So I think let's at this point, let's appreciate them. Was it today or yesterday? I've been vibing to the new J-Rocks featuring Chester. I think it's called Pamela Love. So it's got that signature of Zambian flavor with a fresh amapiano, and it's really interesting. It's really awesome to see how now the Zambian artists are just infusing that amapiano into their productions, and you should listen to the song. It's really cool. What I would like to find out though is that what are you listening to? So for me, this has been a tune for me this week because it just came out. I've been listening to a lot of house music in the past week, but you tell me, what are you guys listening to? Maybe I can jump on whatever you're listening to and we can get to talk about all this. We're hoping in the future maybe we can make this so much interactive, live. But for now, I think we'll be giving you updates like this. It's quite very interesting though that we're in Q2 already and there haven't been so major announcements of albums. I know Your Maps comes to maybe towards the end of the year, yeah, but a lot of artists, I know they are working despite not having an announcement yet of any big projects. But trust me, new music is coming. Let's keep our eyes to the ground. Be ready to dance and be ready to support our very own. So yeah, thank you so much. And that's a wrap on this particular episode of Dropcast, the podcast. Of course, let me say that again so that you guys can hear it and you can keep it at the back of your mind. Dropcast, the podcast. If you like the vibe, of course, this is just the very first episode. We'll be giving you more and more as we go through. But if you like the vibe, please follow, share, and ride with us as we grow this particular community. Of course, a very massive shout out to the Shoe Space. So the Shoe Space, they are into, like the name says, they are a supplier of all types of shoes, men's and female. Apart from that, they do of course have got, I'm hoping that in the next episode I'll come with one of their hoodies, very quality hoodies and t-shirts. So this particular episode was sponsored by Shoe Space. Of course, props to Bison, my brother, on the camera there, for the camera works. Yeah, so I've been your host, the Groove Master, and this is Dropcast, the podcast, your very own, where we give you nothing but the very best of every entertainment. It should be your go-to for everything in music and entertainment. We thank you again for joining us on this particular episode. We are hoping to see you in the next one. Like we said, these will be dropped every week, so please follow us, continue sharing and try to use us as we try to grow this particular community. For now, it's peace and goodbye. Cheers.